iTechworld gave us this fridge to do a review video on it. Little did they know we were going to test it just like this. Almost lit it on fire then. We are giving away a brand new iFrost 40 litre fridge, not the one we're testing, a brand new one, and it is absolutely free to enter. So stay tuned on this video, keep watching, and I'm going to drop how you enter. Welcome to the best fridge durability test in the world. Today we are going to be testing this brand new fridge from iTechworld. They've just brought out a brand new range of 12 volt compressor fridges. This is called the iFrost 40 litre fridge. So me and my friends today are going to be testing this fridge out, doing a scientific durability test, because you guys know I like to get scientific as shit on this channel. And look at that, she's throw it in the bin. We're going to be seeing if this fridge is actually good quality and if it's worth your hard-earned money or not. Guys, where are you going? We haven't even started the testing yet. I cannot rely on these freaking horses. They said never work with wild animals. Bloody true. Right, so you go and pick up this brand new iFrost fridge. Oh, thank you, sir. Think, what's the worst thing that could happen to someone when they pick up this brand new fridge? Fridge could fall out of the car, but some guys these days have these huge compensation, American trucks with huge lift kits. So this is about the average size of an American truck. Fridge accidentally falls out of the back of your car. Shit, it fell out of the car. So it's time to unbox it to see what this looks like, to see if it still runs. So after all these tests, we're going to plug it back in, make sure it still freaking runs and still gets the beers nice and cold. Now, on this channel, we never promote any gear that we haven't tested and used ourselves. That is to prevent us promoting any sort of products that people send us that are horse shit. As you guys know, normally we test things for months at a time, even years sometimes, before it even makes it to the channel. So we're going to be simulating the average person's use of a fridge for 20 years in 10 minutes. There is the iFrost 40 litre fridge. Now, like I said, I'm going to simulate 20 years of normal fridge use, but what I didn't tell you is that I'm going to be simulating someone that has terrible, terrible luck and are more on the spectrum than me. Full disclaimer, this is private land. This isn't a public road or public land. And I'm saying that before I ended up sitting next to Tracy Grimshaw on 60 Minutes. So.
And if you have an issue with car enthusiasts in your area.
All right, we've got power, baby. Still works. So it's on to test number 2. When I was a kid, when we used to go camping with me dad and mum, we always got told as kids, do not slam the Waco lid because you'll break the plastic clips. That is one thing that's integral on fridges. And if you buy a fridge, you want the clips to be good and last forever. So to test this out properly, we're going to be doing 150 lid slams. Little plot twist here. There's actually double-sided fridge here. So we're going to be doing 300. So let's start them right now. 1, 2, 3.
Rightio, let's get super serious here, and I'm going to be answering that dying question you have of why. Why, Keelan, are you destroying this perfectly good fridge? Now, the answer is super simple, and that is to save you time and money. Personally, if I was spending $499 on a product, I would want it to be super high quality. Now, I know my testing is ridiculous. However, I know for a fact if this fridge can survive my day of testing, it's going to be able to handle normal fridge use and abuse. iTechworld have given this fridge to us for free to test, so of course we are going to test it in our own unique and intensive ways. No one wants to see me put bottles of water in a fridge and make sure they get cold. That's super boring. This test is designed to break this fridge, find its limits, so people buying it down the track don't have to, and they know how capable or how not capable it really is.
All right, that's 150 lid slams on that side. Let's do flip her around and do another 150. Right, seems to be too easy. Pretty impressive.
All you're disturbing is the neighbours.
If this fridge does break, you're gonna know about it in this video, but that is pretty impressive. I was giving it everything I've got. One thing I just spotted too was a bottle opener, so 5 extra points for Gryffindor or iTechworld. But the fridge is still pulling down to temp. We've had it plugged in for about 5-10 minutes. It's going down about 4 degrees, so it's cooling down. I can hear the compressor running. So let's move on to the next test. So say you got some pesky little kids, and we've all seen some pesky little kids around, and they love pushing buttons. They push your buttons, they push every button in sight. Now, kids also love sticks, so this is probably a good test to see how good this screen is. Let's pretend to be a kid here, just playing with their friends, you know, just doing kid stuff, because kids these days are on their laptops. They're not actually out there doing stuff, you know, like pressing the screen, giving a little scratch on the screen. Oh yeah.
Mum and Dad will love it if I scratch this screen up. I love scratching this screen. Woo!
As you can see there, the screen is a bit scratched up, but let's see if we can still work it. Yep, so all these little buttons work. You can lock it up, put it on max mode, everything's still working really good. The lid's still working. I think we've got to ramp this test up, eh? There's really not even making a dent on this. Hope I don't go tits up here. Well, that didn't really do anything.
We'll see if the latches still work.
Nice. Rightio, so we tried to get the horses to stand on the fridge, but they didn't want to do it. So I've got Sarah to do it. And if you... Sarah's 50-ish kilos. I'm about 93, 94. So there's about 150 kilos of weight here. Do you want to do little jumps?
No, not really.
And I said that this is the best fridge durability test on the internet, so it would be unheard of me to not talk about the best fridge ever made, and that is the Engel. I don't care who you are, what you say. If you don't agree with that statement, the Engel is not the best fridge ever made. They're 40 years old, still kicking about now. Like, we just pulled a couple beers out of Sarah's dad's one, and it's the best fridge ever made. And if you have heard of the Engel, you would have heard your mate spin that yarn at the pub.
Oh, I was going to work and I had the Engel on the back of the ute and it fell out of the back of the ute and dragged along the ground and it was fine.
Now, I'm guessing that you know where I'm going with this and what the next test is going to be. We've all heard that yarn. It's an Australian yarn that the Engel can survive getting dragged behind a ute. Let's see if the iFrost can hold up to anywhere close to the Engel's name, because this fridge comes in a lot cheaper than an Engel. It's in a different price range, and this is an affordable fridge. So let's see if it's tough enough to handle getting dragged behind the back of a car. Alright, so iTechworld gave us this fridge to do a review video. They didn't know that we were going to test it like this, and this is the reason why we had to do it on private land. We are not legally allowed to tow a fridge down the road using a snatch strap. So the paddock is the next best thing. You good to go?
No. Wait.
This is the best day ever. I get to drag a fridge around behind the car.
What call are you making? Do you think this fridge will still run after this test?
It was on its side for a bit.
Few scuff marks. Oh, look at that.
Well, Dad's not going to be happy about those being shaken up.
Look at, he's not going to get a chance to drink them. These ones are mine, eh? That's called tax. But even the pineapple has a few dents on it. But that's a given. If you put beers in a fridge like that and go down even a corrugated road, not towing it behind your car, you're going to have dents in the beers. So they're still intact. Let's see if the lid still works. Let's plug it in and see if this fridge still works.
It's fine, turned on.
Have a look.
It's really not.
Look. You can hear it. You can hear it beeping. Still set on -2. The beers are still icy cold, lads. And look, she's all scratched up, skiffed up. There's dirt coming out of the vents. But listen to the compressor still running. very, very impressive for an affordable fridge. I'm gonna say that, but like I said at the start, we're simulating someone with terrible luck. Imagine having the worst industrial deafness that you could not hear your fridge getting dragged behind your car at 60 kilometers an hour. Let's yeet this fridge around this paddock. And if it hits this truck or this bonfire, it doesn't matter.
The truck's not ours, so don't do that.
Yeah, true. We shouldn't hit the truck, but let's yeet this around. But super impressed with that. Radio, we're going too easy on the fridge. I was doing about 30 clicks then. We got to do about 60 now. And like I said, we're simulating someone with industrial deafness. Wait. Insane announcement, guys. iTechworld are having an up to 85% off end of financial year sale, but it doesn't stop there. If you remember our code SKT, that's going to save you an extra 5% off. Plus, they're offering free shipping. But like I said, you gotta use the code SKT to get that up to 90% off. And it's on everything from lithium batteries, solar, you bloody name it, chargers, generators. They're even selling fridges now. To give you an idea on the savings, the 120X lithium battery over the years has been valued at just under $1,000. For this month, you're gonna pick it up for around 470 odd bucks, plus free shipping. To tell your friends and family about this one, guys, but don't forget to use the code SKT and put that hard-earned cash back in your pocket.
He doesn't even know that's supposed to touch the car anymore.
And I think the fridge actually has come off here. I cannot see the fridge behind me. Let's go see what Sarah said. She might be able to locate the fridge for us. Who tied that down? There you go, folks. We've lost the fridge. I've got to go locate it. Oh shit, we've had a yard sale here. We've had an absolute yard sale. We might have broken it here. I'm not even kidding. There's shit everywhere. Oh, the lid's off. Holy shit. See if it still works now that we've towed it behind the car at about 60 clicks. We've ramped the test up nicely. It's been yard saled. There's shit everywhere, beer cans, everything. But let's check it out. Let's see what the carnage is. So this is a little infill panel. So we'll slap that back in. Good as new, mate. Rightio. You can see we've lost everything from inside of it. We've got beer cans everywhere. That pineapple looks like it's been in a meat mincer. Dents on this can. This is a proper real life test. And that is shooken up. You wouldn't want to open that. Let's do it. Oh, disgusting. I hate beer. Oh, that tastes disgusting. So we've lost the seal out of the lid here. So we'll put that back in. Now we have snapped one side of the lid. Pulling it at about 60 at that point where it come off. And that's just slipped straight out of there. But as you can see, look at that, it's fixed again. It's just come out of its thing. So that's good as new. Let's see if it still runs. There's a fair bit of dirt that's been jammed into the 12 volt outlet on it. But hopefully I can still get a decent connection with the plug. All right, let's listen for the sound.
Oh, stop.
It's not iFrost anymore, it's iAbrasive because it's lost all of its paint. It's actually come up real shiny, this black material. But how sick is that? We're almost on to the next test. We just got to...
There goes the compressor.
Oh, look at all the dust coming out. That is impressive. We're going to hang on to this fridge for a few months after and put some cold beers in it and just leave it. And make sure the compressor still runs because I think that's the best way we can test this for longevity. This is God's fridge. Rightio, we're on to our next test here, folks, and that is, will the horses eat out of the fridge as a bit of a horse trough, bit of a farm feed station. So let's have a go here, see if they can... I got nothing for you, mate. It's in the bloody trough here. It's good that you're finally doing something, eh? They love carrots. Tell us what you reckon. That's a beer can. You won't like that. That'll be very cold on your snout, eh? Hop up on the sit on this, sit. It's good. Well done, guys. You've been a real good help today. Do you want me to bareback yours? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
That's what the people want me to bareback.
Get on the two brood mares, that'll go down well.
On to the next test. Rightio, we're getting a bit silly now, aren't we? It's a bit time we lay off the silly cordial, but let's do the last test. Now this last test is going to really test this fridge, and we've got a 3.5 ton vehicle as it sits here, and we're going to put this car onto that fridge, hopefully, without rolling the car. I think it might break, personally, but we've got a proper ramp here. Like I said at the start of the video, this is the best durability test on a fridge in the world, and I know we're doing stuff that you won't do, but it's stuff that you can't do because you've gone out and spent all that money on this fridge. You don't want to be doing these tests yourself. So that's where I come in. iTechworld have given us this fridge.
Yeah, it's just gone down now, like halfway. Huge announcement, guys. We're going to be at the Brisbane Let's Go Caravan and Camping Super Show from the 6th to the 8th of June. We're going to have our SKT designed caravan on display there for you guys to see.
We'll be showing that off for the very first time. We're going to be unveiling it. Plus, Friday and Saturday at 1 p.m, I'm going to be doing a live presentation / walkthrough, which is going to be
Keelan a microphone.
which is dangerous. It's going to be chaotic, uncensored, and maybe inappropriate. So make sure you come down at 1 p.m.
Keep your cameras away.
Yeah, don't bring your cameras, but we cannot wait to show you this brand new SKT design caravan behind us here. Plus, we're going to have all our merch down there. So
we're going to have our hats, shirts. We've actually made a new SKT hoodie for you guys, and then some stickers and patches. So yeah, it should be a good time.
So if you want to support us more, it's all going to be down there, guys. But we cannot wait to see you Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Brisbane Let's Go Caravan and Camping Super Show. Be there or be square.
Like halfway. Oh, the ramp. No, it's definitely not a ramp.
But we've got a proper ramp here. We've ramped the test up nicely.
Oh, Dad's not going to be happy about that either.
Sorry, Kimbo. Solid, I'll see if I can get up on that. Oh, well, I've just broken the ramp.
At this point, I was thinking if the metal ramp can't even hold the weight, what's this plastic fridge going to do?
Look how strong that is. I've bent that metal ramp, and most of the weight will be on that fridge, like right here. I know I shouldn't put my fingers near it, but
Yeah, don't do that.
That is so sick. This is insanely impressive. This fridge hasn't cracked yet.
The ramp.
Are we on?
We had a concern. Now, you don't have to be a mechanical engineer to work it out. If this fridge breaks, that bent ramp is literally going to seesaw up and spear straight into our door seal. And if you dent your door seal on your car, as most four-wheel drivers know, you can write it off.
That is so impressive. Holy shit.
So the front axle load rating on this vehicle with our GVM upgrade is 1,800 kilos. So on this corner, there could be 900 kilos of weight, but due to the angle that the car is on and it not quite being over the top of the fridge, I estimate there definitely to be over 500-600 kilos of weight on this corner of the fridge right now. You be the judge. I think that's pretty impressive. But let us know in the comments what you think.
Rightio, I don't know about you guys, but that is seriously impressive. So we're going to cut it there. We're not going to drive it any further because Leroy is at its full flex. And if this does collapse, that this steel will go straight into our door seal. There's a real chance of wrecking, well, hurting our car. So we're not going to do that. But still, that is super impressive. Like, that weight is definitely on this fridge, and you can see it bowing out a little bit. We are giving away a fridge, a brand new one, not this fridge, but we are giving away a fridge for free. So let's go through how you can win that. But I'm absolutely stoked on that. This is a real good product for the price. This bit of the ramp was obviously on that, so it's put a bit of a dent in that. But apart from that, let's plug it in and see if it still works. Moment of truth. Oh, it's still running. Let's see if the compressor kicks in. Come closer, we'll be able to hear it. Are you kidding me? That is so sick. I cannot believe that this fridge still runs. And the beers are super dented and dusty and stuff, but they're still ice cold. It's exactly what you want in a fridge, so. The other clip broke, but apart from that clip, everything else still works. So all in all, like, this has been under a car, it's been slung around a paddock. Super impressive stuff. So like I said, we're gonna plug this fridge into power and just leave it for a few months and just make sure this compressor still works. Rightio, it's been about a month since we did the beat up on this fridge in Sarah's parents' paddock. Now, We're at my mum and dad's now. We're just gearing up to leave on our dream lap. I think we've released that announcement that we're doing the dream lap this year. The new caravan is coming very, very soon. You guys probably already have seen it by this stage. As you can see, the fridge is Pete Murray'd. It has seen better days, mate. And yeah, all the scars are still showing. We've got the broken clip, the scratched screen. It's bulged out from when I put the car on it. But it is still running. It's been set on 0 degrees. But there's a few little crucial things that I've missed that I should have picked up on, and it's because I got a bit excited in the paddock. I don't know if you remember, but this little infill panel got yard saled in the paddock. This is a little infill panel, so we'll slap that back on. I thought it was just a bit of plastic that come off the fridge, but I did a bit more research. You can actually buy a 20 amp hour battery from iTechworld that slots into this section here and will actually power your fridge off grid, so you don't need a 12 volt setup in your car. You can buy a battery that goes with the fridge. It's sold separately, but I don't have it, so I can't tell you exactly how long the fridge will last off this battery. I will find out for you, but
I worked out the LG compressor consumes 1 amp per hour. A realistic amount of time to expect out of this battery is around that 15-hour mark.
So that is pretty cool, number one. What's even cooler though is that it's got a solar input here that you can run an unregulated panel. So you just get your flexible solar blanket, plug it in the side here, in the middle of the paddock, unconnected to power all weekend as long as you got sun. This fridge will keep going. The only caveat to that statement is that it has to be over a 50 watt panel, I believe. But having that ability to run it off a solar panel, unregulated, is super, super cool. And the reason it's surprising for me, obviously the fridges are affordable, sort of the budget side of fridges. An Engel these days is worth over $1,000, so easily double the price of this fridge. So that's why I was a bit surprised when it does have these cool features, and that's why I didn't expect it to be in this fridge and incorporated into this fridge. So the next thing that you guys will want to know is what's the current draw on this fridge. It's running an LG compressor. And if you do remember, I did the 12 volt fit out on Dad's car, full iTechworld system, and it's 120 amp hour lithium. So I'm gonna plug it into that and see how long it lasts. And then we're gonna simulate some super, super hot weather to make sure this LG compressor can last up at Cape York, up at Arnhem Land, up on the Gib, and the extreme heats that we have in Australia. So one thing I just want to talk about as well is obviously we've snapped the latch on the lid. To replace this, it's just 2 little screws here. Anyone can do it. So I'm super stoked that it's a accessible, replaceable, serviceable part. But as you can see, the fridge is rougher than a bloody sandpaper factory running out of Western Sydney, mate. Rightio, like I said at the start of the video, the way you're gonna win this brand new iFrost 40 litre fridge from iTechworld worth $499. First of all, you've got to be subscribed to Sarah and Keelan Travels on YouTube. It's absolutely free to do. You've got to hit that red subscribe button either on your phone or on your TV. The next thing you're gonna do is comment your favorite test that we've done in this video, and then you're going to go over to iTechworld's channel after the video and subscribe to their channel as well. That's all you have to do to win. Subscribe to both of our channels and comment, and that is it. And I'm going to be picking a winner in 7 days. So I just pulled the fridge out of the back of the car there, and it lasted a good solid 4 days. We put it in not quite 100% charged on that 120X lithium battery, so it was around 90%, and we pulled it out and it was at 18%, so we didn't run it flat. And we got around that 4-day mark out of it. I reckon you could stretch it out to 5. So quite an efficient fridge. A few things that weren't going our way is that the lid didn't seal. So obviously that's gonna make the fridge cycle a lot more because it isn't a fully sealed unit. It's not latched down. Also, it's a completely empty fridge just about. There's 1 can in it. So having an empty fridge is a lot less energy efficient than having a fully stacked fridge because air is obviously a really good insulator. So it takes a lot more power to cool it down and keep it cool. It will cycle more regularly. But I think the LG compressor states it uses about 0.8 amps per hour. I think realistically, once you consider volt drop, obviously our lid's broke and all that sort of stuff, it's just over that 1 amp per hour mark. But all in all, super efficient fridge. Time for our next test. So this is called the extreme heat test. I've never seen anyone do this on the internet. It's just one of my dumb ideas. But essentially what we've got here is a heat gun. It's an electrical heat gun. It heat shrink insulation 2 cables and melt plastic. Essentially it goes to 600 degrees, and I'm going to be blowing this hot air straight into this where the compressor is and just emulating what a really hot day. Obviously we're getting 40 degrees, not 600 degrees, so this is really going to stress this fridge out. I want to make sure that this temp keeps pulling down even when I am blowing super super hot air into the back of this fridge here. So this is really going to stress test this setup. If anyone's ever had a heat gun before, they'll know even that's hot. So that's on top setting. We'll back it off to number 2 setting. It goes to 600 degrees. So yeah, 500 to 600 degrees right there. And that is already stinking hot. And I'm going to keep it moving on the back of the fridge here, because if I leave it still for too long, it will start melting the plastic. You can literally smell the plastic burning, but as you can see, it says 15 degrees, so that was on 16. Oh. Almost lit it on fire then. Now's probably the perfect time to put my disclaimer in. I'm a trained idiot, kids, so don't try this at home. Oh, we just dropped down to 11 degrees now. This is already fully melted, so I want to try and get it into this side. Oh, it's starting to pull up now, so the degrees haven't dropped from 11 for a little while. Like, it's even hot around the extremities now. So there we go, guys. I'm going to give you a little bit of a close-up just so you can hear the compressor still running, and I'm going to show you how many degrees we've gone down. So as you can see here, we've melted all the plastic, and that is just blowing 300 degree air straight in there, and that's the compressor inside there. And as you can see, we started at 16 and we've got down to 11, so we've dropped 5 degrees in 20 minutes. Yeah, pretty good result, as you can see here. She's pretty burnt as well. Yeah, that is pretty cool that this fridge is still operating when there's 300 degree air, maybe hotter, getting blown straight onto the compressor. So there you go, guys. The fridge test is complete. I've done everything that I can think of to test this fridge out. Let me know in the comments if I've missed anything. I think for a budget fridge, something that's super affordable like this, it's one of the most affordable fridges on the market, and put this under so much stress. Look how Pete Murray this fridge is, and it's still kicking. In terms of the durability test has been completed. My end result is that I'm super satisfied with this product, and I actually think it's really, really good for the price point. I was expecting this to fail. Did want a discount code on this fridge. SKT is going to save you 5% off extra, no matter what the sale price is, no matter what day it is of the year, 365 days of the year. Make sure you tell your friends and family about that discount code, because it's going to save you money, and it's going to put that hard-earned cash back in your pockets. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments if you did, and we'll see you in the next review video.